Hello everyone, my name is Relax and Panic and this is another reaction to Oregairu. It is season 2 episode 8 and it's gonna be right. So just buckle up and join in. In the comments down below there are the links, just replace the parentheses dot parts with real dots and enjoy. Once you've done, feel free to come back here and hear my thoughts about this episode, so see you soon. For those that came back, welcome back to me thinking, where the heck do I start with this episode? Wow. I don't know. I mean, what a great episode. I guess you all knew it was coming, so you were like, yeah, you don't know what's coming for you. So, there were just so many great moments, and we went in so deep in the mindset of Hickey, in I don't know, his true self. In the end, we had this great scene, which I have, damn it, here with the teacher, which is awesome as well. And seriously, you could have made, like, I don't know, 3 or 4 episodes out of that. There was so much in it, so much. It feels a bit like the Gordion knot just has exploded. And I really like that. So let's go through it. I try. It will be not an easy one, I tell you. So I'm pretty sure I missed stuff there because it was so full packed. And much like Yui and Yuki, I am not sure if I completely understand what Hickey is about. But I will try to give it my point of view. So let's see. First things first, however, we started off with Hiratsuka, with our favorite teacher, and I really like her. I mean, she's a great character, no question there. She is awesome, and I do understand Hickey's point of view by saying, if I would have been born 10 years sooner, I would definitely have fallen in love with her. I can see that. There are some moments where I really question if there's might be something going on. I mean, it's there is an age difference, but those two, they have moments, right? Not yet, because they are teacher and students, so they are not allowed to. But who knows in 20 years? When people don't care if she is, I don't know, 50 and he's 30 or something like that. No, 50 and he's 40. That's what I meant. No one would care about that. But that's a different story. However, we have seen her car finally. And it's a great car. And it's fitting for her. I like her style, not only the car, but her clothing and everything. And she, I mean, we've seen it in the intro that she is like pulled over by the police for being too fast and stuff. And I'm pretty sure we have seen this bridge somewhere as well with her. And I guess this bridge is for her a special place. I've seen that there are like inscriptions on this bridge, on the railing. About 4 months together or 4 years, I will never let you go, you will always be mine, and stuff like that, you know? So it's one of those places where lovebirds go to and swear each other to be together forever, or at least scratch in some stuff at this railing, like a heart with two, with their names in or stuff like that. So I guess, but that's only a guess, that something like that happened for her there. Maybe that one of her loves brought her there. Because I'm pretty sure she was not always alone. I guess she had some boyfriends in the past, or girlfriends, I don't know. I guess it's boyfriends. Felt like that. And why ever she's not meeting someone now, which is a weird thing. So I guess it is a special place for her. Bringing him there is, however, a bit weird, because as I said, they are not a couple at all. They are not allowed to be a couple, just legally not. So it's a weird place, but I guess it's a place where she can reflect. You know, there is the sea, you have this silence away from the city a little bit, fresh air, so I guess that's why she brought him here, so he's able to open his mind and think, which is needed. Because when she asked him about the stuff that's going on, what the problem is, he mumbled about this Christmas event, which is not what she was talking about. She was about Yui and Yuki, because she brought those 3 together for purpose. as we learn from her now. Main purpose is to break Yuki out of her shell. And she thinks that the combination of Yui and Hiki might be able to, and she really wants that to happen. There was a lot of great ideas in that. So I mean there was this very large talk from her about feelings and about hurting people. That she sees that he is drawing away, pulling away from the girls because he is afraid of hurting them, which I discussed it in the last episodes a lot. He is not completely aware of, although he's starting to, I think. And she clearly put it into his face there. Hey, come on. All of the things we discussed that I hope that he would start understanding and doing, she just pushed it into his face, and she makes him think, and I think that's important. It's her job there. Although the question is, as a teacher, how much of this is her job really, and how much of it is just genuinely a good person? Genuine, that's the word here, right? So her reflection on the fact that you always hurt people, even if you try not to, even just by living you do hurt people, it's true. And what I see there is, in the moment when Hiki pulls back from them, the pain doesn't go away for them. They're still hurt. The fact that he's not around is hurting. Them questioning what he's doing now is hurting. He just isn't aware of it anymore. So when you pull back from people to not hurt them, there will still be some pain there, emotional pain. You just don't see it anymore. And I mean, in many ways, that's what we do when we split up relationships, when we have problems with our family and we pull back and we move away from them. On the one hand, to not hurt each other anymore, to not be hurt, because if you're closer, you are more able to hurt each other. But additionally, not to see that the other one is hurting as well, because if you really, really love a person, it is one thing if you are hurt, but seeing someone you love or you like very, very dearly suffer due to stuff, and especially due to stuff you do or did, is pain you cannot imagine. So I guess all of you have mothers and fathers. Most of you hopefully have a good relationship with them. When we are kids or we are youngsters or young adults, even when we're grown up, we do sometimes do stupid stuff. And I remember the time when I was young, when my father wanted something, I really didn't listen if it was necessary. However, if my mother came to me with tears in her eyes, she had me instantly. It is a thing because it's her emotions, it's her feelings I cherish so much. So when I realized I did something that hurts her emotionally because she's disappointed in me, that is worse than anything. So I can see this idea of pulling away. I understand his reasons. However, it did not solve the situation here. So she said, be aware of your feelings, be aware of emotions. You have to understand people. You have to understand the fact that you cannot all analyze logically. Sometimes you just have give in with your guts, right? So just by logic you cannot solve this situation. You have to find your own answers there. I really liked it. It was a really good scene. A lot of stuff in it, and yeah. Great one. And she talked about the fact that this here and now, this moment they have there, this time, the time in the school, whatever, it always feels like the most important thing, as it should be. It is now. It is our life now. But there will be a time later on, which she's reflecting because she had this time like Hiki has now, possibly in school as well. So she knows there's more to come, and you don't have to feel like it all has to be now. But the breaking of the shell of Yuki, in her opinion, is something that is important to be done now. She wants all of them to have partners or friends who truly understand them. She said that. But she really would like it to be Hiki and Yui that get this understanding of Yuki. It's interesting. She's so much involved in this with a passion there. I mean, she's the teacher who's responsible for the students, sure. So it's her job. But this is more than just a job, it feels to me. She really, really cares, and I like that. So that's the one thing here. And then we went on, and I was just, if I can find this. Yeah, we have this moment of reflection. By the way, I liked the little Komachi moments. It really was cute with the cat. I loved that. But we have him staying up all night, reflecting. You can see it's keeping him up, additional to coffee. And he's thinking about what he heard, how the solution is, what the problem is. I really hope that the solution that he went for now, we will discuss about it, is out of a feeling thing. This feeling of I have to open up. I have to open what I feel, as he did. And not out of a logical thinking how to solve this problem, how to solve this issue logically. And the best solution is if I open up to them, or if I say that, they will feel emotionally attached and thus do as I want. Because that would be horrible, because then he would be a puppeteer, a puppet master. So I really hope, and I guess it is, him learning something about himself and opening up about it. So, and then we have searching for, there we have this incredibly good scene again in the club. So, by the way, I talked last time about those stickers at the front, at the doors. Thanks for answering. I did not check, but I would really like to know. I really didn't check. I could do it myself. If there is one more sticker now. Because one of you mentioned that every time the club meets, there's a new sticker on there. So possibly it's Yui. And it would be kind of interesting if this sticker this time wouldn't be there, a new one. Because Hiki isn't there. Just saying. Just an idea. However, we have this great scene. So I speculated last time about that the problem with the Christmas festival, thanks, can be solved by Hiki opening up and asking for help. And a lot of the personal, the emotional problems between all those characters can be solved by him asking for help. So he's coming down from this I can do everything alone. I guess that Yuki had this misunderstanding that she is not perfect, that she did do a lot of mistakes and Hiki was there to help them out. So all of this I discussed last time is leading to this situation. And I was like, holy heck, that's great, it just happens. However, and I like that, I think the reason for him doing it has changed from I want this festival to happen to I want and I need to repair the relationship with these two girls. And additionally, it would be cool if I could handle the festival and Ruki, it was, the little girl. So I hope that it is. Which brought us to this great scene of him entering, not sitting in the chair that he is used to. Yuki stating that what she asked of him, which you didn't know. And he just sits down as someone who comes to ask for help. So that is a major thing, I think, because he states openly he needs help. He cannot do it himself. He states, I want help from you, not from someone else. I mean, he could have asked anyone, you know? There are not a lot of people. But he is opening up to them. And which leads to this interesting situation of Yuki, I think the first time ever, denying a request. Or she did not completely deny, but she was thinking about denying it. It was this, why should I help you? Him stating that he made mistakes, a lot of them, all of them. That is a lot. That's a bit too much, but I can see it. All of it is my fault. So he takes the complete blame. And Yuki's unfair there, no question. She is still hurt, and she's like, why should I help you? So that's not a complete denial. It's an open denial. It is an, why should I help you if you did all of this? Shouldn't you solve it yourself? Those are questions. Those are not statements. So she's not completely denying it. And he, as he is, Hiki is not answering questions. He's, as much as she is, taking the blame. He's feeling attacked. He's feeling hurt. He instantly accepts it. Like, you're always a negative one. You're always the one that is responsible in the past. So sure, you would do that. Yes, you're right. It's my fault. I will have to do it myself. All of this, instead of saying, which I hope for. Yes, I know. But I want your help because I trust you, because I know that you are able to help me, and because I like you. That was the moment he could have said that. But it wouldn't be Hiki then, right? So these moments, this more positive attitude that is needed there is coming, as it should be from Yui. So I really like this triangle there. You can see how it is working. You can see that in this moment Yui is opening up. And, well, she's not even like diplomatic anymore. Normally she's the one who makes some jokes and brings them together. But there she's clearly attacking Yuki. She's going like, you are unfair. You are just unfair now, because she doesn't even go for how unfair, why she is unfair, in the meaning of because he opened up and stuff like that. You're unfair with your denial. And it's, as I said, it's a great episode, it's a great scene, because once she says that, you're unfair, there's an instant retort, an instant snap back from Yuki. You are talking about unfair. And she's completely changing the subject, because they never said what it is about. But it feels to me in this moment, you are talking about unfair. It is about, I guess, the feelings towards Hiki. Because Yui did compete for him as well. It is about the run for the presidency, because Yui did that as well. So there are things happening. They are changing the subject from this, I need your help with the Christmas festival, which is, as I said, about their relationship as well. Yuki is changing it to her hurt feelings about Hiki, about Yui as well, because she felt betrayed by her, as it seems. So, as harsh as this might be, I said in the beginning, the Gordion knot has exploded. It is not cut, it has exploded, and it was so needed. Because what is then going on, everything after, is feelings. Talking about how you feel. So, after that happened, Hiki opened up. Feelings again. About him, his feelings. He's not really talking about his feelings towards those two girls. He's opening about his feelings in general. Let's see. Oh yeah, but before I go to that, they just scratched this moment of what are we feeling for each other. But it was about, why don't you say it openly? I search for... Yeah. You won't always come to an understanding by talking things out. So Yui is like, why don't you say it openly? Why don't we say it openly? The moment that... You've seen my reactions. I was like, man, just say that you love him. Right? This moment. And there is this statement from Hiki which I find very interesting, that he said, even if you would tell me something directly to my face, if it is something I don't want to hear, or I'm afraid of, something like that, I would try to interpret what you say, that you want to say something else just to make it feel right for me. So, as example, if someone would say to him that, Higi, I love you, he would be like, okay, this person is saying this, why does this person say that? What does this person want me to react like, want me to do, and why? Is this person saying that he or she loves me because then I will be more open, I will be more easy to manipulate. Will I do something for this person that he or she wants? So instead of just taking it and saying, wow, there's a person that loves me, or whatever the, statement was, Hickey would change it from the spoken word to something lying below, being manipulated, lying. And this is leading to what we all waited for in this analysis, I think. This moment of what he wants. Where it is. Come on. Damn it! There it is. Yeah, that moment. So, that was a fantastic moment. Because they stretched it a lot. And it was not really clear if he was talking openly or if he was just thinking inside. The reactions of the girls tell me that very, very likely what we have seen from him there was said out loud. This self-reflection, this moment that he says, I don't want camaraderie, sure he wants, but it is not the most important thing. It is not camaraderie, it is not friendship, it is not being in a group, all of those pictures he had with different characters we've seen there. But he wants to understand people. He wants to really and truly understand them because he's afraid in the dark. And not meaning that he's afraid in the dark, but he's afraid of not understanding people, of misunderstanding people. He's afraid of the fact that people will be trying to manipulate him, lie to him. And that is this sentence here, I want something genuine. Which, combined with the thing I said before, is hard to get or nearly impossible to get. Because he himself said, this wish of mine is something I am afraid of myself, is something I hate, kind of despise in myself, because I think I will never be able to get that. I wish for something I can never achieve. And that is a harsh thing. Why is that so? Something genuine, a genuine relationship, where you can truly, truly, completely trust the other one, is nearly impossible to get, because we all are ourselves, we all are people who are thinking while we talk. We all manipulate somehow, even unconsciously. We all do hurt people just by existing. And, as he said before, when someone tells something to him genuinely, really, truly, he will try to analyze what is lying beneath, what is additional to that. Why are you saying that? So, the fact that he is more neither unable to genuinely take comments, he's always thinking about what the other person tries there, if he is being manipulated or lied to. That is what's making all of this so hard for him. And that is something he learned about himself. That is a harsh thing. Look in the mirror and understand yourself is possibly the hardest thing to do, because we all have our dark spots, and he found one of his, if not the one of him. A great moment. Just, you cannot say it otherwise. It was a really, really great moment, a really great episode so far. And, man, I could go on for hours on that. So, the fact that Yuki does not understand that, this is great, and just the facial expression says everything. But that's okay. It's interesting here because on the one hand, there's again a moment for her where she does not understand what someone says. This I'm so intellectual, I know everything, I understand everything, once again is nope, you don't, because it is about emotions. And if someone is expressing his inner fears, maybe even his deepest fears and problems, it is very often that we really do not get the whole concept. How could we? We are not in his shoes here, right? We are closer to Hickey than we are to most persons, because we have seen his inner pictures running, and we have been a bit on his way, so we understand him a bit more. But if there's like, I don't know, a friend of yours opening up to you about whatever problem he has, we do grasp the upper part of the problem, the outside. But what is deep inside, this deep-rooted fear, this deep-rooted problems, how it interconnects to all his or her life, how it is influencing him or her, we can never really understand. And I think that's what Yuki has a problem here. She doesn't understand, and as was said, she's in a shell. She is not reflecting completely on herself either yet, I guess. So we have her running away. We have this, I think, kind of sad moment where Yui tries to bring Hickey to follow, and she grabs his hand, and he's not forcefully pushing Yui's hand away, but he is moving it away. There is this moment of, we've seen that Yui wanted something from him more than just friendship, and I think he draw a line there. I don't know if he did it consciously or unconsciously, but it feels a bit like there's a split in this moment. Like there is this moment of, no, we are friends, but possibly nothing else. Maybe I'm overinterpreting. Whatever. So it was a bit sad there, and you could see it for a moment in her face, but she accepted it and went on, because it was more important there in this moment to follow Yuki. Because that was a moment where she opened up for... you could see her emotions. The shell has cracked due to what Hickey did. The fact that he was opening up, that he was feeling pain openly, it cracked the shell a little bit. So they follow her, and in the doorway is your favorite girl, Iroha. It was a bit... in many ways she was in the way, in so many ways in this moment. We are in an emotional moment with those three characters, who are like the base characters of this show. And then this new girl, who we have met in season 2, is standing in the way. It's in so many ways fitting that she is standing in the way and blocking. Not actively, just happens. And we even had this, I think I said it, you're in the way. I'm not sure if the others said it, but they said for sure, we don't have time, we have to go, there's something to do. And the fact that she understood instantly, she did not push anything or else, she just gave Hickey what he needed. Yuki is there. You have to go upstairs. So she understood what it was about, and she gave him the direction. I don't know how much she gets of the whole situation. You could say that she understands how important Yuki is for Hickey, and that she wants to help him, really genuinely wants to help him, thus gives him the information he needs to repair the damage. That's all you could say. Or she just says, oh, okay, you're searching for Yuki, that she's there. However, in this moment, she is the finger pointing to the right direction, because they would have run the wrong way. So she is helping. I can see that. And then we have the moment at the rooftop. And I like it. I like that moment because there are two things here. Yeah, or three. This moment where Yui clearly says, you don't have to understand it. It doesn't matter. You don't have to understand it. You just have to... I don't think she said you have to accept it. But that's it. If someone is opening up to you like that, you do not really have to understand all of it. It would be nice, but it's not completely necessary. But you have to take it. You have to accept it. And you have to say, it's okay, I'm here. Which is a strange thing, because no one hugged Hickey. As you can see here, they're hugging each other, because they're having their very own problems as well. We have the opening up of Yui, who said, I hate how this is feeling in the last weeks. So from one opening to the next one, in the end we have all three. We have Hiki opening up about how he feels. We have Yuki by stating, I do not understand. Which is okay. It being accepted. It's okay. You don't have to. And Yui opening up, I hate how this feels. I miss what we had. And them hugging each other, crying, about all of this. And Yuki, and that's very fitting, saying, I wrote it down once again, wait. You play dirty. Sure, because she's crying. Emotions. She has hook and sinker in Yuki somehow. Yui really is close to Yuki. You can see it in this moment. So when Yui is crying, Yuki is, breaking down. She's showing some emotions. She's hugging her. She's taking her in. I'm a bit sad that Hiki is not in there, but then maybe that's why. Maybe that's his position there, And I ask myself if this triangle that we had here is changing to this Yuki and Yui getting closer and closer, and Hiki being a good friend, someone that is needed, someone they had feelings for, maybe still have some. It is called as it is called, this series, and that would be kind of fitting for this situation. I think that's it. There was so much in last episode. I felt a bit like this show was, I don't know, slowing down. There was not much in, and I felt like, what the heck, where are we going? How much do you want to stretch it, right? And this episode was like the sledgehammer again and again. There was so much content, so much emotions, feelings, things to reflect about those characters, where they came from, what they feel. I really, really like it. It was a good episode, very, very deep, kind of dark. I don't know if I could see multiple episodes of this magnitude one after each other, because it would be too much, right? But it is really good. The Nordian knot has exploded, and I am very, very delighted about this episode and series right now. So, I hope you are as well. As always, feel free to comment, like, and subscribe. My name is Relax and Panic. Goodbye, and out.